Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Birdie. Here to let you know that this video is a bit more of a rant for me and my friends that we invite on, or that I invite on. But just to let people know, when we talk about the whole Will Smith Oscars thing, I know it may sound that we might hate Will or Jada, but I just to clear the air here, we love both of them and what they do. Okay, it may not seem like it in this video, but it was intended to just kind of talk about it. And you know how you get with your friends, you start to just kind of wander and talk and just kind of maybe just go off on a tangent sometimes. But just know that it's not to bash Jada. In this situation, especially at the that we're talking about at the Oscars, it wasn't framed to just straight destroy Jada and how she acts. I mean, it's and we say it, and I say in the video that this is just as much Will's fault as it is hers. But just know that, you know, it's all coming from a place of respect. Honestly, it is. And there was another topic that I didn't really get to talk about during, but I'll get into that at the end of the video, and I'll have a little something at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. But just know that this isn't a bashing video. So, hey, if you want to look and see what we talk about, just stay tuned. Enjoy the video. I'll see y'all later. We're live. Welcome. Hey.
Yes.
Welcome to.
Yeah.
It's your boy. Ease.
Yeah.
Back again.
Yeah.
With another. Yep. With another past visiting podcast. It is 10:06. Just check the clock. It is past visiting hours. It's time to wind down. It's time to zone out. Grab a cup of coffee, tea. If you want to, if you exquisite, grab a nice cup of scotch or bourbon. What's another grown whiskey? You know, sip slow in your recliner if you got one, or lay back in your bed because it's chill time. Today we got some people who have been some now reoccurring faces. It's the 2P.
Yeah.
Go ahead. He already know who that is. Go ahead and say what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I should have been here more. It's not
Yeah,
my fault.
it is your fault. 100%. Anyway, and then y'all want to introduce yourselves?
It's your boy, J. Dot,
Oh.
Lizzle, Jerry.
The ladies call him Drizzle.
I hope not. I hope not.
That's
Better not be peeing on people. You better not be peeing on people. That's not okay.
What's that song? I'ma piss off in you.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Nasty.
Listen here.
That's enough. You need to log off. We gonna try that again.
I mean, you already know who it is. It's your boy Turtle the Ascended. Check me out on YouTube, Twitch, all that good ish. You know your boy Fire.
That's what I like to hear. Back at it again. Whew, man, where to start this past weekend? Good googly moogly. This past weekend, if you have been living under a rock, at the
You can
20
say this week has slapped you in the face.
Yeah. It was a very
slapped in the face.
let's just say it was an interesting Oscars this year. Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah. A young man was assaulted that day. by Will Smith with the biggest. That's probably the slap of the year, isn't it? Unless somebody can top it.
It was a weak slap, but it was surprising.
It was surprising.
I don't think it was weak.
I mean, it was pretty weak for what Will Smith is supposed to be capable of.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. You see the stance. He tried to get that surprise hit.
No, I wouldn't. Maybe it'd have been a surprise. I'm just saying.
I mean, it wasn't.
It might have been a
recovery
surprise if he would
frames.
have got it. It might have been a surprise if he would have gotten an award and then slapped him.
That's true.
But he walked up there. Everybody knew it wasn't. He wasn't going up there. But
It could have.
he wasn't going up there to give no hug. You know, you just talked about his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, she don't deserve any type of respect. But
Dang.
come on now.
But
That's a big ass butt.
Well,
actually, for Jada, it's not that big, but I'm just.
nah, it ain't big. Her head big.
But I bet it's still looking raw. No, I mean, no offense, Will. Listen.
Will, don't hit me.
Will, don't hit me, motherfucker.
Judge.
Okay, listen. You was cool in Suicide Squad. Don't get kneed in the throat.
See, if it was a broke man up there, I think he would have got his little go around.
All right.
But it's two rich folk got to keep one got to keep their composure.
One of them got to. If they'd have started actual scrapping, Denzel have been the first one up there.
Denzel.
Hey, all right now. Hey, you better stop it now. Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right, we ain't gonna have that fight now. There, okay. All right, I break them up. I guarantee it. I stand by that.
I hate him.
Man, a lot of folk. It's so crazy the response time of YouTubers, just really content creators. RDC World, which, bruh, facts.
Off the gates, RDC World, first video.
Crazy. And we big fans of RDC World over here, just to let everybody know.
Them ninjas legit saw that and said, "Hey, go quick, come on, let's get quick, fast."
They were watching live, already had suits on, and was ready to record the moment it happened. Had it edited and uploaded.
They had the lowdown.
Oh yeah.
That was a funny video. It's crazy the response time. They had it up within hours of it happening.
Bro, I tried to take that thing down. No. You underestimate the power of the internet.
Bro. Well, they said they wanted to take it down.
They tried to.
Who?
Against the people at the Oscars. They were trying to hide that mug. Fastly, it didn't work.
Oh yeah, they tried to
They tried to stuff it on TV and like cut it.
Yeah. I mean,
And hide that. It was already on social media as soon as it
the
happened.
moment it was happening live.
I still don't think that's staged, man. That's not
100%.
that's not staged.
It looks weird. It looks weird because if you watch the clip, Will Smith is laughing at the joke.
We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna
get into that.
It's interesting.
Let me get into it.
I think it's real too, but
We're gonna get into that.
I can understand.
Now,
man.
here's just some of the reactions of people. Stephen A. Smith chimed in, and the moment everybody saw Stephen A. Smith chime in, they rolled their eyes. Stephen A. Smith is not.
You talking about his tweet?
Yeah.
You talking about his tweet?
And he made a video.
he started sending his tweets to Will Smith, but it was the wrong Will Smith.
What?
Yeah. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it.
Oh no. Well, Stephen A. Smith, there was chimed in, made a video, and said how he was disappointed in Will, and he will never support or respect Will after this. It'll never be the same. Like Will insulted Chris Rock's whole lineage. Like crazy. We had who didn't chime in? We had the baby loved it. Breakfast, Charlemagne the God chimed in. Saying
Charlemagne.
Oh yeah. Saying
that was on Breakfast Club.
Yep. It sure was. That was the first thing I think it was the second thing they talked about. Yes. I mean, and there's a lot of people in defense and in support of Will, in support of Will Smith, and in defense of Chris Rock.
Yeah, I still feel like it was a little excessive. Yeah, I understand the whole point of taking up for your woman, but I will say I won't take up for a woman that don't take up for me whenever I'm at my lowest.
That's agreed on that one.
You know, whatever happens in your house, you drink your Kool-Aid, I'll drink mine.
And a lot of people wanted Chris Rock to press charges. LAPD came up and immediately was ready to press any type of charges against Will.
They also said that if he later comes back and decides to press charges, he can.
Yep.
Yeah, they said, but he said he wasn't going to. He already said they already both put out public apologies and all that stuff. And
I mean,
yeah, I think the whole fact of he's been going at her since 2006.
It's true.
He's been going at her since 2006. So I think it was just a build up of constant Oscars slander of the name of that woman. I don't even say her name because I still don't know.
Jada.
No, it's that
Jada
woman.
Pinkett.
It's that woman that made some decent children.
She made some great kids. I mean, hey, she was on my wall when I was a kid. When I was a kid, boy.
Yep, that's Catwoman. That's it. No,
that was Halle Berry. I mean, she was on my wall too.
Halle Berry was on mine. Not Jada. I don't know. Something about being in love with a dead man while you're married with another man that doesn't sit right with me. Yes, sir.
Did we expect for it to be this mixed of people?
No.
Absolutely not.
Jada has some personal problems. I think she's just toxic. She needs to get kicked to the curb. I need my black kings out there to be happy. Need them to push through in life, damn it. Because that relationship is just toxic. Nah, I can't.
Jerry, thoughts?
I mean, like, when Will and Jada got together, like, Tupac was still alive. So, I mean, if she wanted to be with him, like, I feel like she could have been. So, I feel like that's more of, like, a brother. I mean, I get she loves him, but I think it's like a brother love, not like she wanted to be with him.
Exactly. I think they got together because it was something that
they tried it. Maybe it didn't work out. Thought it's just better for them.
He literally went. He tried to get with Jada before, and she denied him.
Right. So
then he went after her again, and it worked.
So but anyway.
Like
I
think she just stuck around because they had kids. honestly.
Oh yeah, she.
They
Well,
did,
like
Go ahead.
Will had already, and when Will and Jada got married, they both stated that they would never get a divorce. So whatever happens between them,
That's goofy though. Why would you put that
For their
upon
kids.
yourself? That's stupid. Like now you're not happy. And
but then that's when they had an open relationship
I mean I guess they still do.
because Will was traveling around the world and Jada was,
Ain't doing
back
nothing.
in the States. Yeah.
Listen, bro, she was known for like 2 big movies. One of them was The Matrix. She wasn't even a main character in.
Nope.
Miami.
She became a main character in the latest one.
For like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't long.
It was even.
I mean, it was bad anyway, but
And her
Oh, this
brief
is a
appearance
dog.
in the hit show Gotham.
that's
Was also
who.
in that. She was
Yeah, she
Cobra or Viper or something.
One of them.
Yeah, she was in Gotham.
Well, she was actually in that for a while.
Yeah, and then spoilers.
She died.
Don't care. Don't care.
Uh,
I wanted to watch that.
you wanted to watch Gotham?
No.
Okay.
But
I hate this
I-
man.
I do
Yes.
feel like I don't know if y'all want to get into it now. or
We're gonna
wait,
get
but-
into it right now. The question is, we got a few topics to go through, but this is one of the beginning ones. Why did the slap even happen? Why did Will Smith decide to go that far with it?
I feel like because y'all saw him laugh. Y'all saw him
Right.
laugh.
Oh, he was
Everybody in the
laughing.
mama saw him laugh.
Yeah, he thought it was funny.
And they turned it to Jada. Jada went from a little
Was not happy.
and turned and looked at Will, and all of a sudden it was no more laughing.
Right.
And Chris looked at her and was like, "What? It was a good joke." You know what I'm saying? It was. And he tried to keep going, and then Will walked up. I definitely 100% feel like Jada was like, "Nah, that ain't sitting right with me."
That's what I was feeling the same exact way. I said the same thing when it panned to Will and Will was laughing, ha ha he he. But when he looked over at Jada and realized that she was like, ugh, I wasn't feeling that joke. And then she probably looked dead at him like, you gonna do something? And he looked dead at her like, oh, I got to now. And he said, and he said, if I don't do something now, I ain't gonna hear the end of it. She going right back to August. So let me just.
Not right back to August.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, that's a bet. Yeah, let me get up.
He had to make a public statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because people was talking about that ish anyway. People probably still roasting Will for that, even now,
100%.
especially in light of this. So
I mean, like,
I
would
feel like
you,
he
like-
tried to make a statement with that slap,
Right.
so people would shut that ish down
He really
to just kill it in one go.
right, and realize he didn't say, Chris, keep my wife's name. No, he said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. That was coming from the heart. Especially the second time.
Name out your mouth.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was
That's
something more behind that.
That wasn't just to Chris. That was to
everybody.
Yeah, that wasn't just to Chris at all.
I mean, Chris, we'll get into Chris roasting Jada later, but does anybody else have any more takes on like how they feel about the whole situation? Did it even, was this a build up? Like what was going on?
Definitely build up.
2006, and then it's been a build up from August, the whole August thing, and then it's a build up, man. It's just build up, bro. And he fell straight for it. fell straight for it. Just couldn't keep his hands to himself after that. And I think he just took all of it out on her. He had to. Nothing else he could do.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
much.
also don't think like. I think Chris really meant it as a joke. I don't
It was
think
only as a joke.
It's always
I
a
don't-
joke.
Right, but a lot of people assume that he knew that she had come out about
Not everybody
the
else
disease.
know
Everybody
about your
knew.
damn personal life. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Nobody.
no, because she publicly like announced that she had a disease.
Whether she had the
Because
disease or not, he'd have made
of
fun
her
of.
hair loss. I don't
Yeah.
think
But everybody.
I
I don't think so.
LeBron James, because he has the same damn thing.
I don't
Like-
think he would have made the joke, honestly.
You don't think so?
If she felt,
I don't
if she
think so.
felt a certain type of way about it,
Because she
yeah.
had just like a week ago came out about it, so I don't think. I think knowing that he would think it was a touchy subject.
Yeah. Not everybody paying attention to your damn life. Get out of here.
Now, I will say, in a scale of right and wrong, where do you think? Where do you stand?
Will wrong. Period. Will wrong for slapping him. That could have been a after the whole thing. Could have been like a hey, yo.
I
So they
would
could have duked it out after the game. Honestly,
Yeah.
they could have duked it out after that.
Now, I mean,
Not
if
after the game, but
Will
after.
had just like went up there initially instead of laughing and then doing it, I think Will would have been justified about it. But
Fact.
the fact that he laughed about it, he initially thought it was funny. The
Yeah.
only reason, so I think he's definitely in the wrong.
Or he's fake laughing. You
He
know, they
could be
tend to
fake
do that a lot.
Yeah, he could. You wanna know what? I
Because
could
we're-
do that.
Because we gotta also think about this, like what he said in his speech when he got the award. He said you have to listen to people talk behind your back, and you have to pretend like that's okay. So that could have been alluding to the fact that he did laugh initially just to quote unquote save face at first, but then he saw the way Jada was looking and said, I got to do something.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
that-
as the setting. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
saying
gonna
that-
say, overall, I think, like, obviously Chris is a comedian, right?
Facts.
And for the large majority of comedians, pretty much anything about you when you're there is fair game.
Yeah,
for
and that's
them.
another
Yep.
thing. Big,
But-
he's a comedian. You're damn right. He's a damn comedian, man. Come on, bro.
But even then, as a comedian, you got to be smart about your jokes too. I feel like the fact, because obviously people knew about it, so I don't know. I would have checked on making that particular joke in the first place. Like, it could be an honest mistake, and he just didn't know. That's very possible. But like, in the grand scheme of everybody else, it just looks like both parties are wrong. Will let it get out of hand. Maybe he could have. There's honestly no way to have prevented his feelings. He would have just had to not do anything and just eat that.
Right.
But then it was going to be on Jada later, and then Will was going to be basically in a doghouse regardless. He was kind of in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Like
oh, go ahead.
I feel like the Smith household is like very like zen. Like they meditate a lot. So like I feel like
It's true. If they
he-
ever do, but yeah.
right. I mean, just from like table to the red talk and like
100%.
just their house and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Just how
Just the way his-
fucking
yeah, just the way his
Jaden
kids-
is. You know what I mean? His
Right.
kids
Mhm.
are. We feel
Right.
like they would just be zen. So like I feel like that's not something that should have upset him in that way or her in that way. But
Right.
I don't know.
It's
Again,
probably
maybe
because it's been,
build up. Whatever.
yeah, it's probably because they've been rattled for a very long period of time. Like Will Smith on his own has been rattled for a very long time, especially because like we all know Will's a great actor, right? But look at the movies he's been in overall. Like those movies haven't been very good, so people have been repeatedly coming at him for one reason or another. And then his relationship with Jada, especially, that really hurt him with the August thing. So I feel like just as of late, Will has been hard rattled lately, and he's been desperately trying to eat them hoes.
We get it, Will. We get you, bro. It's a lot you gotta take in, fam. And you said it yourself. As an actor, you gotta smile and just take that abuse. At some point, you can't take that no more, man. I don't know if it came out that night, bro, but that's probably a piece of it. I think it's, you know what? As in terms of right and wrong, I'm with the folk is wrong, bro. I don't any verbal joke or any like bad name don't need to get physical, bro. Yeah. And there was people online that saying that, you know, that's just a term of bullying. I'm like, bro, folk can call somebody names all they want. The bullying that
have gotten sensitive.
The people the bullying that I get like physical, I would get physical about is the physical bullying. Fight fire with fire. When folk, you know bully I'm talking about, the bullying where people start knocking your books out your hand, they start pushing you into lockers and stuff like that. You know, the shit that actually happens in schools. I don't know if they still happen now, but you know,
it does.
I'm sure
it's, you know, it was around when we was kids, you know, guaranteed around now. But that's the bullying that pushed people to be like, all right, now I'm bringing like a knife or a gun to school, bro. Yeah, I'm throwing hands or something. Something need to be done. That's the bullying I get physical. You know, hey, bro, he's had enough, bro. You've been doing. He's had enough.
Most of the time, it's really emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Cause like, yeah, people can knock stuff out of your hands and stuff like that, and some people they'll just be like, oh well, and then bullies start getting smart or slick, and then they start hitting you emotionally. They start saying stuff. It's when you combine all those words and the stuff they say, because then it runs through their mental process of looking at everybody else that's just laughing at them. Right. It's not necessarily that the bully is doing it, it's that he's doing it in front of everybody else to embarrass you. See all these people laughing at you, all these people standing by. They could have done something and stopped it, but they chose not to. So you decide, okay, since I got to handle this, I'm gonna handle it in the worst way.
Right.
On some Drake shit, on my worst behavior.
Worst. Yeah. That emotional type of bullying does play a factor as well. And obviously this is kind of a different kind of stance, because, you know, bullying in the schools and middle school or elementary school or shoot, even high school, you know, you're still naive to the world. You don't really know how to like act in the world of like in a public setting. But Will is 50 something years old.
Yeah, man.
Like I'm sure he's taking waves, and I mean literal waves of insults, any type of verbal abuse from somebody who wasn't mad enough to say it to his face. I guarantee you, as an actor, you got to take criticism. Even not even just criticism, negative comments. Just in general, you have no choice. Like, if you on any type of forum where people are looking at you and you are going to be judged for what you do, you're bound to have negativity somewhere. Like when they do that round table, which one is it? Is it red or round? Is it red or round? Which one is it?
Or
red.
what?
Red table?
Oh, the table talk.
Yeah.
Table talk? Yeah, that's it.
The red table. Okay. when they chose to put their public life out there like that, you are opening yourself up to all this negativity. You even not just
you gotta
negativity.
get over it.
Yep, like you did this yourself. You put that out there. Ain't nobody tell you to do that. That's why a lot of folk on the internet keep their personal life to themselves. They keep it personal.
They damn selves.
They don't
say it again.
They don't.
Say
They
it
don't. It ain't nobody's business but theirs. So there ain't no point in filming it. Ain't no point. Like, bro, you might get a glimpse of their girlfriend or their wife. That's it, bro. Like this, you ain't about to learn nothing. You ain't about to say, well, me and such and such are going through it right now, and she took my car. Like, bro, like you that was your decision.
Yep.
So if it gets physical, that's on you now. I mean, I don't know if anybody in the world has come up to Will Smith and punched him in the face, like, for real. Like, hey, saw red table, like, hit him square in the jaw. I don't know. It might have happened, but I don't know how it would have happened, and no charges were pressed, no film, something. But you can't, bro. You can't. Now, are we cool with Chris Rock's joke though? Say he knew.
It was weak.
It was a weak joke, and it was because of her hairstyle. We can't wait for G.I. Jane. It wasn't look at how bald she is, blah blah blah. It was a weak joke. It was just a haha funny. You're here, and the thing is he got at everybody in there. It wasn't just a her.
Right.
I feel like with that joke, honestly, it's something Jada said. At the end, I think at the root, it's something Jada said that made Will do that.
Exactly. Jada said something, or her look.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Will was actually a little bit upset at the joke naturally, but he was just like, as long as he don't push it. But then Jada was mad in her feels and probably said something sideways just by the way she looked.
I still don't think it was that serious.
I mean, from
Jada's perspective. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're right.
I was gonna say, from Jada's perspective, that was probably just a terrible shot at her. Like, it hurt her because Chris has been coming at her for years and stuff. So it probably hurt her at her core. But Will didn't really think nothing of it because he's never come at him like that or something like that. But I think mostly it's just because Jada probably felt some type of way about it.
Yeah.
It had to be a Jada thing. I'm sticking to that. It had to be a Jada thing. Just had to.
What do you think, Jerry?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Jada thing?
Yeah.
Probably. And I love the memes that people. The best thing I've seen so far is if Will had if they had joked about Will, Jada would have been laughing.
Yep.
X.
Yeah. Every time. Every time. Every damn time.
Obviously, we don't know the specific details on their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's been years and years of this bullshit.
You can
man.
Go ahead.
It's just been years and years of their BS, and Jade is literally just cancer to that man, and he's still catering. And I've seen this on Twitter, and God forbid, somebody said, I see Will in the next 10 to 15 years, God forbid if it happens, that he will commit suicide.
Oh no.
Over Jada. And,
Oh no.
and I said, God forbid. But then you got to think about it. This is years. He's put out a book about his depression. He's vented on everything about his depression and stuff. You're only gonna go so far, bro. God forbid that happens.
Oh yeah,
God forbid that.
We have limits, man. All humans have limits, even especially as an actor. Like especially as an actor, his limits had to have already been so high.
Yep.
Just to get through the BS that people say, because obviously, whatever you are famous, when you're famous at all, actor, musician, freaking, maybe you're famous for cooking or something. Somebody's gonna come at you with some nonsense, so you already got to be ready for that.
Yeah.
But then you got Jada, and this is a woman he really cares about, right?
Genuine,
man.
And then when she shattered him, that just knocked his entire stability sideways.
I ain't never seen his face like that.
Will was
depressed.
the last time I saw Will like that.
Off of it. It was meme city off of it.
The last time I saw Will look like that was, and that's me personally, it was on that one episode of Fresh Prince when about his dad, because he was really feeling that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time I saw him.
They said that
depressed.
was the tears was being planned like that.
And he was feeling that shit for real. So to see that off of Jada, I'm like, my man is big hurt.
Now that you bring that up, that's a scary ass thought. That's a scary.
That's
and for me, it feels so real because they've been like this for so long.
For years. Man.
Like when you like Jerry, when you brought up the how in their household they like to be zen.
Yeah, or portray to be.
Yeah. I know most of it is BS.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like
100%.
They want to build this tower of like, oh, we got our shit together, but like we don't, but it's cool because it's all on the table, but it's really not, because if everything is out in the open, then there's so much that isn't.
Like him and his kids?
Like,
him and his kids is amazing. His relationship with his kids is great.
And it used to not be that way with Jaden.
Exactly. Especially with Jaden.
And then the other son that was from a different mom.
Terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. Trey?
Yeah. Or is he adopted? I don't remember.
No. It's his real son. His ex-wife.
His ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
His first. Yeah.
That's
that.
Yeah, his name's Trey.
It's so scary to me because that feels like that him committing suicide. It's because they've been going on and on and on with this whole we lay everything out on the table, but only on the table, which means when they're not, like, if they don't get it in there, it don't come out, bro, and it's
bottled up.
But why put it on social media? That's the biggest thing.
That's the problem. They still got them. It's a moderated space where they can talk. You can't see me, but I'm using air quotes. Talk about their problems, and
family issues.
He wants this to work, bro, and he's not seeing the false love in Jada's eyes. There's psychologists who look at their relationship and how much Will puts Jada on this incredibly high pedestal. on this insane platform. And she can't even look at him with actual passion. Like, it's, if you look at, say, which one was it? If you look at Margot Robbie looking at Will Smith, they did an interview. And
happy.
She's lost in him. She's looking with pure, like, if you can look at this is there's video proof. Or if you look at Chris Pratt's wife, look at him when he does an interview or when they talk, and when Chris Pratt does an interview, his wife is it's in her eyes, bro, that she's looking. It's just fascination with Chris Pratt. When you look at
actuated,
when you look at Jada, look at Will. It's slight seconds at a time.
Yeah, the dude that I live with, the dude that helped me raise the kids.
And he's here.
Yeah, like the moment when he released his book, and they did a whole walk, and it was like him doing like this kind of documentary thing about the releasing of his book, and they all take a picture, and this is like a big moment for Will. They all like smile and like smile for the camera, and Jada flips off the camera.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And
everybody else was taking it serious.
This is like
smiling.
This is a big moment for Will, because it's the book that talks about his depression, everything that he's going through mentally, and she flips off the camera while everybody else
smiling, kiki. Like, yeah. Oh man,
I don't want it to come to that. And the thing, and I don't even want to make it look one-sided. Will is also cheated with on Jada too. Please.
No, they've had an open relationship.
Please, whoever, like, if you look at this video, listen, it's not all on Jada. This is on Will too.
100%.
Like, Will is a man who complicates his life and tries to justify why.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, bro. It's crazy to me. I hope it don't come to that. I hope it don't come to him.
100%.
I hope it. I pray that it does not come to that.
Him setting himself up for failure.
Bro, if he broke down on this August thing like that, that wasn't a crying. Will cries. We see him cry now more than ever. There was no crying there. This was just pure sadness in his eyes and just disappointment of like this. But this woman might for real not give a shit about me.
you gotta remember, bro. He invited that man over into his home because he was sick. In his head, he was sick.
And
that was family, bro. This wasn't like one of those. He's just here just to be here. He's here for. No, this was. You're sick. You don't feel well.
Right.
I'm going to help you.
And she had the nerve to call it an entanglement. Bro. In his own house. It was an entanglement.
That's the biggest thing for me.
In his own home. He can't. I pray that they got multiple guest rooms, because if it was in their master bed, boy, I can't sleep there no more.
Facts.
Who's sleeping there?
There's another brother's nut right next to my head, bro. I gotta go. This is
For the birds, my boy.
I gotta go. This is not for me. This ain't. Hey, Dad, I'm good. Hey, listen.
I don't see how he stayed in that house, man.
Hey, listen. Margot Robbie waiting for me, so I gotta go. All right.
That's a man that loves you unconditionally.
Put you on this high pedestal. Tries to do everything he can to show support
To you.
and you can't look him in the eyes for more than a minute. All right.
Facts.
And you ought to see the way Jada looked at Tupac. Look at pictures of Jada looking at Tupac. In any news. Anybody have anything else?
Nah, man, that's we hit it on the money right there.
That's maximum effort.
Oh yeah.
I pray it don't, bro.
Bro, like you said, I pray to God.
Please don't happen in the real, bro. If that entanglement happens again, I
don't know what to tell you.
I don't. It probably did, and he doesn't know. That's another fear of mine. It probably did, and he doesn't know, because while he's being number one in the world, or number two, you know, Dwayne Rock is kind of smacking it, but
facts.
You know, they high-fiving each other. I haven't seen them in a movie together, so
That'd be lit.
Yeah, that would be lit. I think that'd be solid.
yeah, you know, he's out here making Gemini Man, Suicide Squad, the Bad Boys for Life, the new King Richard, or what that movie was. It was a good movie. I heard it was a great movie. I have never saw it.
Won an award for it. So
yeah, so for me, I don't know. I don't have an opinion because I never saw it.
Can't say about his other movies.
What you don't like is it? What are the movies you don't like?
His most recent one was just the Bad Boys.
You didn't like that movie?
No, not at all.
Really?
Really.
Crazy.
I love the first.
Bad Boys 2 would be my favorite.
Yeah.
But man,
I had Bad Boys 2 on repeat.
you ain't lying.
It just really sucks when they try to do that crap where they'll bring back an old movie and make a sequel.
Yeah,
I just didn't like the way they did it.
It never goes as well as they intended, because it's just a completely different time.
Y'all didn't like Bad Boys?
I enjoyed Bad Boys for Life, but that's because I'm stuck in the past.
It was nostalgic.
I like the fact that they brought it back.
I liked it too,
but I just didn't like the story.
I really liked it. It wasn't a bad movie.
It was Bad Boys.
Facts.
But those movies are kind of it's difficult to rekindle, because like it was good for the time, but it's a completely different era. So like folk are gonna laugh at what they used to laugh at back then, or you know, it might be kind of cringeworthy to have a weird dance sequence. You know, it is what it is.
Facts.
Now, looking at comedians, if Chris Rock did know, do you think he still would have made the joke though? Like honestly, realistically, bro?
Nope. No, I don't think he would.
You don't think he would have?
I honestly don't know.
I still don't think he would. I couldn't tell. I honestly no.
Let's talk about comedians for a second, and like the whole,
because they don't have the same boundaries as other people.
Well,
that's one thing we got to put past, like that we can't put past. That's one thing that people have to look at. Right? there's things that comedians do and say that are like they have their own way or things. Or, what am I trying to say? Like they don't have that boundary that other people have because it's their job.
For comedians, they try to make fun at first of their surroundings. If they don't have any material planned, they make fun of what's around them.
Yeah.
But we gotta also understand that's just the natural way of comedians. Even comedians now who are modern day comedians like what's his name? Mark Normand or Norm. Like he makes fun of what's around him most of the time. We have even older comedians like Bill Burr, you know, he makes fun of people, strictly people. It's strictly how dumb people are around him when he doesn't have any material.
Yeah.
Now, comedy has been kind of a sketchy subject, especially nowadays with the whole like the edginess of it, like Long Beach Griffey.
About that, it's the Dave Chappelle one is the one for me.
The Dave Chappelle, yeah.
And man, this generation is weak as fuck. I'm sorry. Nowadays, can't make a joke without somebody being hurt. Can't talk about people because apparently you're targeting everybody. Like,
it's a very interesting perspective when it comes to comedians, because I was actually talking to my manager about it. My manager had heard about it later, I think yesterday, and he said, and this is his personal thing for him. He said he hates Chris Rock, but what was interesting is he said he hates Chris Rock because he feels like Chris Rock is not actually joking.
Really?
To him, it sounds like Chris Rock is like he's quote unquote joking, but he actually means what he's saying.
and I can see that.
I can see that.
Because his favorite comedians, he said, are like Richard Pryor and Dave Chappelle. But he feels like they're actually joking, but he feels like Chris Rock is being serious.
That's weird because Dave
It's
Chappelle.
like,
Go ahead.
It's like I was saying, like I was just agreeing with you basically. Like it's an odd because when he said Dave Chappelle, it's like that's very interesting. So maybe it's just he just goes to show how different the subtleties in comedians are, or the way they throw their jokes and stuff like that, for him to feel that way. Because he really hates Chris Rock. He told me, if my son's watching Chris Rock, he said, I tell him, turn that ish off. And his son asked him, he said, you don't think all these other comedians are being racist too? He said, the difference between them and Chris Rock is that they're telling jokes, but Chris Rock, he feels is actually like racist or just an offensive person in general.
That's interesting because Richard Pryor, his earlier stuff is all about gay. He gay bashes a lot.
Oh, 100%.
And he drops that F-bomb like no other. And even the stuff that he's not even he's not even doing stand-up comedy in. Like he's hosted, I forgot whatever he was hosting. He dropped like 3-4 F-bombs about how somebody else was gay and about how he didn't know that they were such and such. I was like, wow. He said, now
I also didn't know that that Chris Brown had a gay relationship or entanglement.
What?
You didn't.
You said what to me?
You didn't know?
Jerry, did you know?
I did not know.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Because that was a big thing.
Yeah, but Richard Pryor, he's got a lot of race, like a lot of racist jokes towards white people. He's got a lot of other racist jokes towards black people. And whether he means it or not, I don't think you could. He probably does. I mean, that's got to come from somewhere. It's not just fake hot air. Like, in order to deliver it properly, you've got to personally mean what you say, else you're gonna be stuttering. You don't know what to say next. So, and Dave Chappelle talked about how certain comedians make racist jokes, and he's like, no, they mean that. They mean it. And I don't know. I think it's just how well it's set up, and if there's a point.
Yeah, comedy is hard.
Comedy is hard.
It's how swiftly you could just lose your career.
Yeah,
because you said something the trans community didn't like, or if you're white and you say the wrong type of black joke, or you say something about even Asian Americans or something like that.
Oh yeah, Middle Eastern.
You that could be your career right there.
Right.
Never get a chance.
What's that guy's name who's with Charlemagne now? He's on Charlemagne's
in the Breakfast Club?
No. He's a comedian. He's a white guy.
I have no clue.
He was just on.
No, he works with Charlemagne all the time. Like when they have like their own show together. He is a comedian. Trying to figure out what's his name. I wish I knew his name. He's a white dude. They always cracking jokes together.
I have no idea, bro.
See, now I gotta find it. What's the name of what's his name's own talk show? Charlemagne God got his own talk show, don't he?
Yeah, Charlemagne. Yes, the Breakfast Club.
No, another one.
No, he means besides that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're talking about, my boy.
I sure don't.
You might be thinking of somebody else.
No, it's a white dude, white comedian. I swear to you. Andrew Schultz.
I don't know who that is.
Andrew Schultz is this comedian. And he makes constant jokes he makes constant race jokes. But the thing is, he delivers them in a way like it's coming from respect. Like it always comes from respect first. And then he delivers the racist joke. Like he makes a joke about Middle Eastern people, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what tribe? What are you from?" Like he's like, "Oh, you such and such, huh? Oh, wow, they're cool. They have this white wristband on their wrists because they were warriors, and they would sheath their swords and wipe it off on the wristbands. But nowadays they rest it on a steering wheel in an Uber." And it's just like, it's just the delivery, bro. He reassures the people like, hey, this is I respect what you got going on, and then makes fun of it, and then but there's a point.
And what is that point?
I mean, there's a punchline. There's he makes fun of it, but it's just know that he knows the culture and he respects it first.
Yeah.
And this may be a bit off topic, but Long Beach Griffey, that brother is constantly in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Long Beach Griffey don't give a damn though. That's his persona. That's how
his videos. First off, let me just say that I enjoy Long Beach Griffey's videos.
Yeah, funny as hell.
Funny is all get out. Some of them are a little much, but
yeah,
funny skits.
Never seen them.
You've never seen Long Beach Griffey?
Never.
I mean, he's not really. He's more of a urban.
You just wanted to say black. I know.
Good. He had to bite his tongue. And...
He said urban. Just go ahead and say black, bro.
Yeah. He's typically watched by black people.
Typically.
Because of what he says. Literally because of what he says.
But yeah, there are some videos that he puts out where there's no punchline. He's just being blatantly racist.
Yeah.
There's no like ha ha, you're like LOL. No, it's just him being I don't know if it's the latest video he put out, but one of his videos he put out when he had the dude go back in time trying to stop slavery.
Oh yeah.
I had to watch that 2 times. The second time was much more funnier. But the first time I watched it, I was like, this isn't funny, bro. Like this is just blatantly racist. Like, and especially at the end where he's talking about like keep Jim Crow laws in order so black people never get any type of power or put laws in place for them. I'm like, what's the punchline here? That you're racist actually? Like what's the point? There's a meaning to jokes with Dave Chappelle, even his edgier work, air quotes again. You can see he makes jokes about how black folk are hungry. And
it's a proper stage of setup.
Yeah, the black folk are hungry. And there's a KFC. Now, he doesn't care who's working behind the counter. He said he doesn't care if there is a KKK member behind the counter. And he straight makes a whole joke and drops the N-word with the hard R. And says and makes a joke like, he said, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Well," and he said, "I want a 2-piece." And he said, "You want a biscuit with that?" And he drops that N-word and he's like, "The fuck you mean?" "Yeah, I thought it already came with it. What's up with the attitude?" like there's like that's the funny part about it. But when it's just blatant back-to-back racist stuff with no real punchline or ending to it, just blatant racism, it's just like, what?
Yeah.
What do you want me to laugh at?
Just what?
What do you want? What's the funny part? That you for real like want Jim Crow laws to come back? Like what's the haha? I missed it in that video.
Tee.
Like I don't know. I missed it. But
I missed it.
Yeah.
But what did I miss?
And we also gotta understand. I feel like I've been talking the most here.
No, I mean, you got the.
Well, you got the floor now.
Yeah, you got the floor.
You the host.
I mean, it is your show.
It is your show.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. I should do 90% of the talking. You right.
Hey, first off,
nope.
ain't no way.
All right, so
You didn't do like 60.
Oh, Oh my God! So you're one of those, huh?
Whoa.
What do you mean, one of those, sir?
What do you mean, you people?
Whoa.
It's getting a little too much for Jerry.
Those
I'm
people.
gonna need to dial down about 2-3 notches.
What is y'all? Y'all
What
means
do you
in.
mean, y'all?
That's
no.
race.
Oh my God.
You said it, sir.
Yes, sir. I was just trying to be a good Samaritan.
Simerton.
Oh, okay.
Anywho.
You gotta, as people, you gotta understand. Whatever you think is funny and not funny is completely up to you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't laugh, don't laugh. If it's not funny, don't freaking watch the videos or go to the comedy shows no more. If you don't find such and such funny, you don't need to be there. Simple as that. But it is your right to be offended. You can be offended by a joke, but it's what you do is what's going to determine how that situation goes. Like if somebody makes a very blatant racist joke, it's your right to be offended. It's also your right to leave.
Boy, amen to that.
You can leave. If you don't like it, you don't need to hear it. You don't need to be there for it. Leave.
We get it.
Like,
oh, brother, this guy stinks.
you know what I'm saying? You don't need to post it on Facebook and all over social media about how such and such hurt you. Hecklers in the crowd saying, "Oh, you should get off the you. I'm not a fan. I know my pronouns." Like,
not the pronouns.
Yeah, the pronouns.
Not the pronouns. Oh,
it's your right, bro. It's your right to be offended, but it's also your right to walk out.
Shut the.
And it's also your right to shut the fuck up.
Oh yes, sir.
It is. I like this guy.
Ain't nothing more I can tell you.
Yeah, facts.
People, you go on Long Beach Griffey's videos, comments. People straight dog.
Yes, bro, dogging all day.
Like, bro, you don't need to watch, bro. It's just not your channel to watch. Then, if you don't think it's funny, leave, bro. Like, it's mute him. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, whatever you gotta do to withstand the hearing his jokes.
You always have that option.
You do.
You can always just dipset. You can always distance yourself.
You could. Now, and that joke, whether it was right or wrong for Chris Rock to say, it wasn't in your right to smack her. Because now it's assault.
Yeah.
Now, Chris Rock was well within his rights to take his shoe off and smack you in the back of the head with it, Will.
Yeah. He definitely kept his composure because we would have caught a life sentence.
If that had been Shannon, you know, the dude from Sports Center?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that had been Mike Epps, I'm not sure if he can stay that professional.
Epps?
No.
Oh no.
He would have grabbed him by his collar and said, "Come back here."
Peter would have said, "Eat, come back."
Yep. So And what if he did decide to press charges? Well, now who looking stupid?
Who knows? It would have been some more of that back and forth between the public. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you said, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just
People would have been arguing some more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Chris would have had the last laugh again.
Probably. He's probably having a laugh right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All the cards are on his table.
As we speak.
Publicity.
You lost.
Wasn't right for him to smack him. I mean, it was a good smack though. That was from the hip. He fired it from the hip. He's in full shoulder rotation. I don't know why people think it's staged.
Yeah, I still don't see why they think it's staged.
I don't think if it was a punch, he was knocked out.
Hey, I don't think a punch would have
It
did it,
wasn't,
bro.
it wasn't even a punch. It wasn't even a
Both
punch.
were saying a punch, weren't they?
Yeah, people were saying the punch.
It wasn't even a punch.
No, I'm saying if it was a punch, do you think he would have been knocked out?
No.
Oh.
Here's the problem. And I don't even think it could be in the realm of a punch. Because if Rock don't drop, that look bad on Will's part. Because Will's supposed to be in shape. Like I said at the beginning, Will's supposed to be in shape. At least somewhat. The Rock, Oh, if he smacked the Rock, boy.
He wouldn't have tried.
Who smacked the Rock?
He
You
can't
wouldn't
He wouldn't have tried. I feel like we say if it had been Mike Epps and all that, who says Will would have got up if it was them?
I stayed seated. The Rock would have hit a. All right, hey Jada, love you, G.I. Jade too. Can't wait to see it. I'd have been like, well, you just got insulted, Jada. I'm sorry. I mean, we can talk about it when we get home.
You can be mad. I'm not getting slept.
But you want to go up there? I
Right,
need
go.
the whole
Go
family.
smack the Rock. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I need Jada, Jaden.
Go ahead. Oh, you thought that joke was bad? Well, yeah, it doesn't matter what you think, Will.
Oh boy, he did
Fast.
God,
I don't
dog.
like the joke. I don't like how you embarrass me. What the hell do you mean?
That boy Rock would have probably turned him around and said, "Hey, look at me," and smacked him back.
Hey, so I know you thought you was about to walk away from this.
But yeah.
But you're not.
Okay, well, if you ever come up here and try to embarrass The Rock with it again, The Rock is going to take this mic,
But
turn
I
it
was
sideways,
scared.
and stick it straight up. You want candy?
He would have made it. I don't think he would have made it. If anybody else, I'm just gonna say, if anybody else was there, it would have been a bad day.
You think Kevin Hart would have did something?
Fuck no.
I think
don't think Kevin Hart wouldn't have said the joke.
The same thing.
I don't think he would have either.
And then I think he would have just looked at him. And if he did, and if he would have, I think he would have spazzed out.
He probably would have tried to turn it into a joke.
Yeah.
Y'all look at this.
Yeah.
Y'all come look at this. God damn it.
He probably do his scream.
Somebody's butt.
He's like, Will Smith just smacked me.
I feel like
then it actually would have looked like what you call it. It would have been on what you call it.
And then,
I feel like Kevin would have covered himself.
Then he would have grabbed his cheek. And if Will Smith would have said something, he said, "Oh, so you mad, man?" Listen, Will, it's a joke.
God damn it.
All right, didn't know we were handing awards to little girls. Anyway,
I think he would have did stuff like that, bro. Didn't know we was bitches.
if he would have dropped the bitches,
I think it would have got to that point. I said I think it would have had.
you'd have saw.
I was like, bitches, yeah.
You just saw Kevin Hart's trainer get up there, Will.
Oh yeah, thanks. Oh yeah. You gotta ask for him.
That's a tall dude.
That's a bad man.
Yes, sir.
That's a bad man. And they damn their best friends.
Mm-hmm. And they got into a scuffle.
Yeah, ain't no jokes behind that, sir.
If he'd have smacked The Rock,
it would have been a wrap.
I don't think he would have smacked him. I think his hand would have bounced off and it hit himself.
He would have got mad.
He'd have realized that there's no give to The Rock's chin.
His hand would have just.
He would have caught a hand grenade.
His hand would have just wised up itself and thought for itself and smacked Will for thinking about smacking him. He would have had to literally talk to his hand.
That boy would have hit the Orochimaru on him. You know, and they was in the forest of death.
Oh yeah,
and they hit and Orochimaru hit Sasuke and Sakura with the genjutsu about if they do anything, they're gonna die right now.
Right now.
Ooh, if The Rock, man, that's why I'm waiting to see the I've had enough moment.
I'm not.
I mean, we've kind of already seen it for The Rock, yeah, with the whole Fast and Furious thing. At least him and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not as positive as Will Smith at all. Like he tries to be. I mean, he's a pretty positive dude, but that dude, I'll never forget the Instagram.
Vin Diesel.
Oh hell
no!
It really was Vin Diesel.
It was really Tyrese. I mean, Vin Diesel was a factor, but Tyrese was the biggest voice.
Mm-hmm. And
that dude, I mean, he tries to stay positive, but I'll never forget his Instagram live where he said, "Hey, I'm listening to a new Tyrese album. This was fucking trash." And it's just the worst thing I ever heard. I'm like, bro, what you gonna do, bro? Fight him? You can't. I don't think you fight those.
Rex,
Them things.
go ahead, fight The Rock.
I can't punch that. I need a missile. Wrath of God. I'm pretty sure he eats bullets.
like cereal. Cereal.
Yes, sir. That's he'll chomp on them 50 cal bullets with like wheat thins.
Not 50 cal.
Have y'all seen what he eats like on a daily basis?
Yeah.
I've seen so many people on like YouTube do Rock's freaking daily workout routine and what he eats in a day. Dude eats 10,000 calories. That's a lot of freaking food,
bro.
And it's not even like most of the time it's not even like junk food, bro. He has like one cheat day.
Eats a crap ton then too. Holy crap.
Yeah, he has one cheat day, bro. The rest is like high quality. He eats like greens with sauteed fish on like a bed of whole grain Jesus rice. Like
what?
Yeah, bro. There was a video of him eating on a private jet. Homeboy said this is one of my meals for the day, and it was a freaking a plate of rice on a bed of green Eden leaves and slow roasted red salmon. I'm like, Jesus. What is going on? And then got a protein shake in his backpack. That's like, oh man, shaking his hand is like shaking Darkseid's hand.
Darkseid.
Not Japanese cool.
That dude is gripping a rock with thoughts, an actual rock with thoughts.
Oh Lord.
A Darkseid.
Hugging him is like probably hugging a tree, dog.
I'm gonna just keep reiterating that.
I'm telling you, bro, shaking hands with The Rock is like shaking hands with Darkseid. Nothing but power.
I mean, they in the same universe now.
They,
Stop.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
boss.
are technically.
Cut it the fuck out.
I hope Will gets out this relationship, though, bro.
Bro, I need him to.
He's not. He's not going to. I promise.
That's
I need him to.
so scares me.
I need him to. I can't keep seeing him like that. I need him to get out of that.
Just because, like, the way his parents were, he's not going to leave that relationship. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now.
I think that's the biggest thing. He's not gonna leave it because how he grew up.
Big sad.
Suck, bro.
So I mean, like,
Yeah,
unless
bro. I was
like-
thinking that. That's just gonna be terrible.
he lived like when him and Jada started dating. Like, he literally told his ex-wife, like, I'm not gonna divorce you. You have to divorce me. I just can't do it.
And she divorced him because
She divorced him.
She divorced him because he was sleeping with a man.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait, who was sleeping with a man?
Will.
Will was sleeping with a man?
Yep.
I can hear Tank like, what?
I mean, Jada, right?
Nope.
I need you to elaborate. Just a little
It
bit.
was. I think it was like Dion.
I never heard of this.
I never heard of this either. I never
it's
heard
all-
of Will going gay after his marriage.
Because it was paid. They paid his ex-wife to what you call it? Hold on.
From what I was, from what I know, she divorced him because of Jada.
Hmm. And it just wasn't working out.
Yeah, and he wasn't gonna divorce her, so I mean, she had no other choice but to
Mhm.
divorce him. But this whole Will was sleeping with dudes. That's new to me.
I gotta find it, bro. It was all over my
That's-
Twitter yesterday. And now it's deleted.
I hope the fuck not, sir. Everybody's going gay, apparently.
Like, they even
First
did it
Chris
on
Brown.
Table Talk. They even talked about it on Table Talk.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why they divorced and stuff. They didn't
I
say
didn't.
the shit
I
about.
don't know shit about him.
Bro, I wish I could show you all that shit. Yeah, it was all over my shit not too long ago.
Sheesh.
News to me.
Damn.
Shit, that'd be surprising. Fucking, I didn't know. Fucking,
I mean,
Tyler the Creator was.
I knew Tyler the Creator was.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know Tyler the Creator was gay?
Not till like I thought he was bi.
No. Well, he
That's
might
gay.
be bi, but he likes men.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
If he likes women too, that doesn't make him gay.
No, it makes him bi, but he still
Yeah.
performs gay acts.
That nigga gay.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga gay. That nigga gay.
The moment that freaking what was that freestyle?
I don't care what y'all talking about.
Me,
That nigga gay.
me and Flex looking in the index for buff net
Mm.
just for some hot butt sex. Mm.
Mm.
I was like, why he say like that was that was hard. That was
Something was hard.
my
Stop.
boy Flex
Stop.
said, wait,
Ooh.
what made you go with that
I wish
verse?
I could kick. I wish I could kick.
Mm.
He said, what made you go with that verse? And Tyler was just staring at him. Like, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, nah, probably. I mean, he said that Jaden was his. Oh God. Next new topic.
Hot butt
Thank
sex.
you.
New topic.
That no way.
Tyler the Creator and Jaden.
That's another one. Jaden.
Huh?
Jaden could be the new Spider-Man. The
What?
upcoming Spider-Man. Yeah.
I could see it.
Huh?
I could see it. A little pale, but
Yeah.
I was seeing Donald Glover.
You think so? That would
An older Spider-Man. He can't do it young.
That'd be weird.
Maybe for voice. I don't know about actually playing him.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, I don't know. That would be kind of weird.
I mean, I think it's probably in his capabilities, but
The voice.
as far as the MCU, he's already somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Is he? Ooh.
He's the Prowler.
Yeah.
Which was news to me. Wow. Jesus, Will. You gotta get out, bro.
William.
You got to understand that she don't look at you like that, bro.
William.
William. There's a difference between love and toleration.
Toleration.
She's
Do y'all think she ever loved him?
at some point.
I don't even think that. I think because remember they had gotten into a relationship when iRobot came out.
Right.
A whole bunch of stuff was going right with Will.
Right.
A whole bunch of stuff was going right with Will. I honestly couldn't even say it. No. I don't think so. At all.
I mean,
They should love them at some point, even for a little bit.
I don't think so.
Jada didn't even want to get married.
I think at some point the love was there.
Had
It
to
was
be.
there. The love for one another was there. Until reality set in.
Not the reality.
And then when you realize that, yeah, Jada's not doing much. And she's really just kind of at home. And Will Smith is out conquering the world.
Facts.
It's kind of like, it's another reason why I don't do long distance relationships.
That's bad.
Yeah, I quit that a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't do that bullshit. No, we can we can call each other. Fuck you. At some point, I'd say the love was there. Had to have been, right?
Yeah. That's the hope.
Oh,
right?
hopefully.
Right.
Hopefully.
I mean, but the thing is also at the same time, she's on record saying that she regrets getting married and having a kid so early.
Because it stopped her career.
She didn't stop her damn career. You know how many fucking people had kids?
First off, she wasn't getting a lot of roles, my guy.
That's just what she's
Yeah, bro.
It wasn't that she
Any-
regretted getting pregnant. It's that she regretted getting pregnant because it stopped her career from progressing.
I mean, she didn't get shit to begin with, so
Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
like she's only in a handful of things even now. I don't think she's in anything now,
That's all.
except for the new Matrix,
Just saying.
which is done. But don't call me that, man.
William.
Get this to trending, cause this need to reach Will, bro. Somebody needs to reach Will.
I really just want him to succeed, man,
I don't want.
and not be in that bitter state.
It's so easy to just stumble into a fucking just a dark mindset. Just to sit there and
and sip on some copium is not the way, bro. Like it's complicate life, justify why. That it's just their marriage was always such a weird thing to me, and watching them try to justify why it's a weird thing.
Bro, that was like the biggest damn thing for me. Like, you can't justify that, bro. Just let it die.
Like,
let it die.
When he made that video of like Jada came to me and said that she said something that was groundbreaking, and I just wanted to share that. She said that it is not my job to make you happy. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. Like,
I'm fuck over here.
What? It's not my job to come to you and say I demand you make me happy. So, you know, we decided to, you know, we live our own, we have our own lives to live, and you know, we'll try to make each other happy that way, and then come back.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was like, what? Marriage is a two-player game. It's you both gotta commit. Like, it's not love on both sides, help each other in both fronts. Like, that ain't leave and then make each other happy separately and come back and then make it seem like we can sing Kumbaya and everything is good. Like, no, if the happiness wasn't there to begin with before the marriage was even started, then there was no happiness there to begin with. There is no make
in the first damn place.
You can't go out and find happiness elsewhere and come back and expect to maintain that happiness. Like, no, that's how entanglements happen.
Literally.
Entanglement. What a fucking word. What a word. In any case, somebody get this to Will Smith. Por favor.
For favor.
I'll give you a chocolate chip cookie.
It's a good reason to not go do it.
You don't want a chocolate chip cookie?
No.
Fuck you then. All right.
Damn.
That was rude, bro.
No.
I feel like Will.
All right.
He said, I feel like Will. Anybody got anything else?
The war in Ukraine is sad.
Oh, yeah. It is crazy that this is going on. That this is kind of taking the world by storm, or at least the U.S. And the war in Ukraine is still a thing going on.
I don't feel bad. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't feel bad.
Really?
Yep. I most definitely do not feel bad. Only because there's been wars in other places. You're gonna tell me that you feel bad.
Yeah, Afghanistan.
Why? Yeah, you're gonna tell me you feel bad. Why?
I mean, I felt bad then.
Yeah. No, I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know.
There's a lot of things that have been going on in the world, and people act like they turn a blind eye to it. You know,
all of a sudden caring about this one, acting like it's just
like the other ones haven't happened already.
I mean, I don't care about the politicians. I don't care about the people in power. I care about the kids that are being killed. You know, the people being killed. That just everyday people trying to live their lives.
I think a lot of people are just have eyes on it because Putin is threatening he's threatening the freaking nukes and all that.
He's been saying that he ain't gonna do shit.
I wouldn't say that.
I certainly wouldn't.
I wouldn't say that.
Putin is out of his mind. Like his
He worked for
own
the
people are
KGB.
scared of him.
I mean, he's killed politicians, apparently.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
poisoning his own people.
Yes, he has. All of
Like
those are correct.
the oligarch people that he got in power, he literally poisoned them like last week or something. Like they had their skin peeling off them and shit.
Mr. Vladimir Putin is a very dangerous fellow.
But I don't think he'll use nukes. I just don't think so.
Much.
I think
I mean, if he wanted to use them, he used them already.
That Vlad is starting to act like League Vlad. He's reaching late game.
Shut.
I mean, the nigga's not lying, bro. He's not lying.
If he reaches late game, he about to start acting stupid.
The rivers will run red.
I don't know how good his team fight is.
Yeah, this Vladimir's team fight might not be too good.
I'm just saying, the U.S. spends #1 per capita
I
in
mean,
defense. Just saying, there's a reason for that.
true.
They nuke getting past none of our defenses.
That don't stop crazy people.
Oh, I know.
I'm in the military, and not that we're worried about him, but we're not gonna sit here and stunt.
Stunting
lot
like
of
my
people.
daddy. Stunting like my daddy. What's that song? Stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my granny.
Not like that, Granny.
My granny. I don't know.
Now,
that.
I know he'll probably start using like biological and chemical shit, but I don't think he'll.
You think chemical warfare is the next play?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, they made a report where he was issuing his military antivirals for chemical warfare and biological warfare. And gas masks and stuff like that.
Is there-
I feel like it's a possibility. I think that's something that's.
Well, anything's possible.
I mean, he did it in Syria, so.
Oh, man.
But that's all I had. Just bring it up. Just talk about it a little bit. That's all.
Hey, that's no problem, bro. That's. I think at the beginning of this, I'm gonna put all the memes of all the Will smacks.
Well, I will say, like, he thought that he was going to take Ukraine in a week. And how many weeks has it been now?
About a month, right?
Yeah. Like, he.
Almost.
And, like, they're saying, like, his tanks and shit are so outdated. Like, his Cold War shit.
Nasty. God.
Now, them nukes is something else, though. That they got the most powerful nukes, I will say that.
Didn't was it South Korea have nukes too? Apparently, supposedly.
I don't know, they got nukes, yeah. They working on it. Y'all know France got 200 nukes? I didn't know that.
What a place. I'm glad we cool.
Yeah, France low-key a sleeper
I don't
agent.
get why the
I feel like they're gonna fuck shit up one day.
Well, if anybody got anything else to add,
I ain't got shit. It's bedtime.
That it is.
Fuck to work in the morning.
well, this is it. GG's.
GG,
Thank you for
deuces.
watching.
Love you guys.
These GGs.
You got any closing remarks, Turtle?
Who me? Not particularly. Besides the shameless plug, you Your boy Totally Ascended. Follow me on the platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Link in the
Follow me on that
description.
YouTube. Yep. Follow me on that YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on that Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I got that stuff going. Shout outs to Dubby Energies, Swag Energy Powder. It ain't got no calories in it, no sugar. It's pretty. It's natural caffeine.
What's that? That got 0 calories, bro.
The mug powder you can add to your water. The mug actually pretty good.
Shit, that bitch chemical.
I got a slick flavor called Dragon Aid.
Oh my god, y'all know shit about no Dragon Aid.
Dragon Aid.
Dragon Aid.
That boy got the TV on the outside.
Use that code, how my name spelled, TYRTLE, you get 10% off, you feel me?
Oh shit, I'm get the next one up for real. But alright.
Good.
GG's. Bye.
Jeez, good day.
Good night.
Bye. Everybody wave bye. Yeah. Well, if you made it to this part of the video, I just want to say thank you for watching and enjoying our video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing your support. Here's a topic that I didn't really get into when I made or during the video or the live stream that I had. There was a thing that I don't think we really touched on too well, but there was a topic of why people were angry that I don't think we really touched on, and I just wanted to clear that up now. I wish I had made it then, but I think, and I understand now, the reason people are against Will Smith. And the hate around Will isn't even exactly hate around him. There's a video showing Jim Carrey about his opinion on what happened at the Oscars, and he said that it shouldn't have. There's no reason for physical violence, which, you know, in the video we agree on. Everybody in the video we agreed on that. But the hate stemmed around how no one really did anything. And the fact that Will still was able to sit in the crowd and laugh it off like he didn't just assault or slap somebody who was up there. And I get that it was kind of a weird time, especially for the audience. It was a weird time. It wasn't framed to show that it was real. I think that's why people didn't really do anything, is because they didn't know what was going on. They thought it was probably an act. But it shines light on how they're stuck in this kind of like the show must go on kind of thing, and it's all an act, right? I think they were just there. I think the mass majority were just going through the motions, and I think the people in the crowd didn't know what was going on. But when Will got louder, people knew, like, oh no, he's actually pissed off. And what was crazy is that when he actually got pissed off, it seems like it was just very tolerant of Will doing it. You know, we had Bradley Cooper going over to check on Will, and Denzel Washington going over to check on him. And as far as we know, no cameras caught anybody going over to Chris Rock. There was no cameras who took any type of pictures of Chris Rock. Maybe there is, I haven't seen them, but the people we see are the people who go to Will Smith and say, hey, you need to calm down. Even when he got up and was allowed to do his acceptance speech, which he, now that I think about it, shouldn't have been able to do. He just slapped somebody on stage, and he was cursing at Chris Rock, like from in the front row. Like, this wasn't he walked from the back and came all the way up. No, he's very visible, and moments later they all laugh about it.
like he didn't just slap somebody on stage, and he didn't just interrupt the show. Like, I think that's the part that it gets kind of people frustrated, and that shouldn't be tolerated at all. And I think people were actually mad that not only did he still win an Oscar, but he was allowed to get up there and make this whole emotional speech and keep going like everything is cool. Like, I have a feeling that if this was someone else, they'd have been like, no. Like, but I feel like it was just a weird situation also at the same time. It was a very weird situation. People weren't sure if it was even real. Folk are still contemplating online today, saying that was it real? Like, are we positive? Like, I was like, I'm not sure. People were still kick. You can say moment when he said this is the greatest night in the history of television. Folk laugh like he didn't just get hit on stage and Will wasn't angrily cursing at him in the front row. In the front row. It wasn't like he had a journey to walk back to his seat. No, he's right there. Row 1, section A or B, whichever the one. And that's the part that gets people frustrated. And now that I look back on it, I don't think he should have been able to get up and do his acceptance speech. I feel like the only reason he was allowed to do it at the time was because it was such a quick moment. No one knew what was going on, and it ended like that. If there was a full-on fight and like there was punches thrown and they were wrestling with each other on stage, like that would have been like, all right, cut the commercial. We need to get everything back situated because this shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. So, like, we need to get this situated, you know, if it was that. But I think it was just such a knee-jerk moment that nobody knew what to do. So, and if it was somebody less professional up there that took that slap, then it might have gone a little differently. Will might not have got a chance to walk off that stage. You know, if he'd have slapped him, and I make the comment in the video, if he was to slap The Rock's not letting go. You smack The Rock, he's gonna grab you immediately by your jacket. By that expensive suit. He's gonna pull you right back and say, hey, come here, look at me, and smack you back, bro. It's not gonna happen the same way. And I don't think you can slap The Rock. That's not you have to punch him full force in order for him to feel it. But that's the point. Now there are also people who think that he shouldn't have received an Oscar. And I don't think that's even possible, because the Oscars are for people who perform and the people's opinion like is the best such and such, or best documentary or award or whatever they want to give a award to. And they're kind of predetermined, right? Like, so if they were to take his Oscar away, there wouldn't have been really a point, because he was already ready to get one before he even came into the venue. Like it was set up and predetermined beforehand, so he was either going to get it then or later. So that's all I wanted to say. It was a weird moment. It was a very weird moment for the people in the crowd. For me, I laughed. I was like, there's no God this happened. And, you know, if it is what it is, you have a right to be offended by a joke. And it wasn't even that bad of a joke. G.I. Jade talking about Jada Pickett's hair or lack of. Come on, bro. There's a mountain of comments that he could have made as a comic about Jada. There's a mountain of material to go through with Jada, Will's family, how she, you know, we all know. But that's all I wanted to say. and enjoy this little quick reel of some of the memes and some of the stuff we saw that were pretty funny. So, hey, thank you for watching. Have a good one.